back and forth, because the fourth is the trust on a country that came to be, the heartfelt expression of liberty. And this is not so hard to understand, that you have to take a stand sometimes. You can't lay on the ground and say, why don't they go away? Why don't they go away? Sometimes you have to be the one to play in a different way and not stay in the peanut gallery and say, well, let's throw peanuts at them and not worry further, because we'll just go home and go to bed. And in the morning, we'll have read the book of love from above, and we'll just let them destroy our country, because we love them, you see. We love them and we want them to be happy. So we'll just let them be happy and destroy our liberty, because you see, we're the stupidest people you ever did see, because we think that we are the good ones. We think we're the good ones, but we're the ones that lay down and die, because we did not even try to climb the mountain. We just laid there and said, well, we love you if you stand on our head. So for those of you who think it's all about loving your neighbor as yourself, it's clear to us that you don't love yourself. And therefore, you can't love anybody else. Love does not require you to be a doormat, you see. Love does not require you to be the stupidest person you ever did see, because you think that love means that you have to do what others tell you to. And others say to you, well, if you love me, you would do what I say. If you love me, you would do what I say. You would play my way. And you say, Stephanie, the fuck you. I'm not going to do what you tell me to. And I know that there below, there are a lot of people who would say, well, if she says fuck, she must be the one who has to go away, because God doesn't like it when you say fuck. So I'm here to tell you, you're out of luck, people, if you think I give a damn if you say fuck. But I do give a damn if you get on that truck and head to the United States Capitol, and you pull out your guns and your clubs and you say, we're going to destroy the USA. We're going to destroy the USA. Because you see, I trust on my children who come to me and say, God, I don't want to play that way. I don't want to play that way, and I'm not going to lay down and let them walk all over me. That's not the way we do it in the USA. We stand up and say, I'm here today. I'm here, and I can be counted. In fact, every 10 years, that's been the pattern in the USA. You stand up and say, I'm here today, so count me as one of the people who have benefited from those who stood up to say, we're not going to lay down and let you walk all over us. Today, we're going to do what we got to do to save the day. Because if we don't, who will? If we don't, who will? Do we think all those people who drink the swill give a damn about us? Do we think the people who think they're so godly that they have to lay down and say, hey, we love you today, just step on our heads, or destroy our trust on love, you see? Because love is reality. That's all. That's all it is. It is reality. It is you It is me, and it is the world you see. And if you are so stupid that you think that I am the Cupid that comes and gathers you up and says, hey, they killed you today. They took away all your liberty, and you just laid there and waited for me to come and grab you and take you up to heaven. And I say, well, if you want to play that way, honey, but you're going to have to go back down the chute again. And this time you might have to pick up that gun and shoot somebody. Because you see, you have to become the ones that you were afraid of. And the truth is, it's not that you love the ones who are taking away your liberty, it's that you're afraid of them. You're afraid that they will take away your liberty and they will kill you one day. And so you just try to stay out of the way and say, not a problem for me, not a problem for me, not a problem if they take my brother or my sister, as long as they don't come for me because I'm one of the good ones, you see. I just love my brother and I don't dare be the one that stands up and says, not me, not me, not me. I'm not going to lay here and be your doormat, you see? So get up, people, and take up your arms. And I don't mean your weapons of destructive energy. I mean, take up the arms that you will use to pick up that hoe and that shovel, you see? Because you're going to have to toe the line. Because the line, you see, is going to be between those who are willing to work together to hoe the garden and grow the crop, and those who are going to drop dead. Because the truth is that it's not the lack of compassion that will kill you. It's not the Nazis who will take over your country, you see. The current administration is going to bring you a crisis in conservation because they're going to destroy your planet, you see. That's their goal. They're going to destroy your planet. That's why they're there, so that they can be the last ones to sit in the White House, you see, and laugh all the way to their graves because they think that's where they're going to end up, you see, and they don't give a shit about you and they don't give a shit about my world, you see. All they care about is that they will be the ones who die laughing because they're completely crazy, you see. They're crazy when they laugh at me. And they're crazy when they laugh at you. Because you see, they're going to have to come back to this world and they're going to have to inherit the world they created for you. So they're going to be very sad, you see, when they figure it out. But it will be too late for them. Don't let it be too late for you. Pick up your shoe and put it on and begin to do what you need to do to prepare for the coming days. And I don't mean get a bunker and load it with food and lots of guns so you can kill anyone who tries to steal from you, because it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Because you see, I am the master storyteller. And this story is about the trust on me and the trust that I love you, you see? Because love is reality. And therefore, once you accept reality, once you come back into the history that is his story and her story, your story, once you come to see what it's all about, you will become the ones that I'm talking about when I say that you will save the day. You will save the day because you will light it up in a way that people have not seen before. But most of them won't be around to see it, you see, because they're going to have to come back to me and get a little wiser, you see. But I know who they are. I know who they are because I can see them clearly. When they stand up and say, fuck you, God, because I know the way to control others, you see, and to get all the dough and to know that I'm smarter than you, than all those dumb shits who voted for me. Because you see, I always knew that I could stand on their heads to reach heaven, you see, because heaven for me was the ability to leave them all dead. And if I had to kill myself to do it, I would do it because I hate those fuckers, you see. I hate humanity and I just want to see them dead. And that is all she read. That is all she read. And so if you bled for me to come back to the earth you see, which many of you have, then know that I am here to heal your wounds and to tell you that all you have to do is listen to me and I will guide you back to the garden, you see. Thank you, God.